Muqtada al-Sadr, the cleric, the radical Shiite cleric, head of the Mahdi army there in southern Iraq, has said very clearly that Iraqis, including those on the police force and in the military, should stop fighting other Iraqis and should focus on fighting the Americans, not Iraqis. He said that Iraq should focus on killing the occupiers, to use his words, translated, of course. He's Muqtada al-Sadr, a very powerful, arguably the most powerful cleric in Iraq. He is not the most famous. That would be Grand Ayatollah Ali Sistani, but it remains to be seen. Obviously, they have butted heads at times, and Muqtada al-Sadr has an enormous following, and is clearly an incredibly dangerous guy to the United States, and has been for some time. He has sort of laid down his weapons and told his army to back off, told his militia to back off since the new security crackdown began in Baghdad. But this is a dangerous development, to say the least.
Grand Ayatollah Ali Sistani is more powerful in that all the Shiites in Iraq listen to him. If he says something, it pretty much gets done. He's the one that selected all of the guys that wound up becoming 55% of the Iraqi parliament.
Right.
All the Shiites.
But he doesn't have an army.
And the reason Sadr is growing more and more powerful is because they listen to him in the streets. And he's got a militia that's basically, not only is it an army, but it's an army that's much more powerful than the actual so-called Iraqi army.
Yeah.
So, and they've butted heads because Sistani, even though he's the Grand Ayatollah, is more moderate, apparently, as that's a theme for the popes and Grand Ayatollahs these days, which is good, which is not always the case. But Sadr is a lot more, can be a lot more extreme, and apparently is headed in that direction again. Muqtada al-Sadr, if he unleashes the dogs here, it might be partly because they've arrested some of his top aides. And now he was not antagonizing the U.S. for a while, for about the first 5 weeks of the latest 7-week plan. But after we arrested a couple of his aides, that might have triggered him into, all right, well, then let's fight. I think the longer that he was waiting, he sensed that the longer he was losing more power.
The more the potential was for getting marginalized.
Exactly. So now this is a big gambit for him, and it's not necessarily going to work.
No.
And it might be rejected, and especially if Grand Ayatollah Ali Sistani comes out strongly against it. So let's see how it plays out.
It's a story, obviously.
But if it picks up steam, then we're done in Iraq, because we can't fight the Shiites and the Sunnis at the same time. I don't care what kind of genius general you have in there. I don't care how many troops you surge with. I don't care what kind of plan you have. If we are fighting full steam, the Shiites and the Sunnis, we're going to leave in helicopters.
Speaking of listening to him in the streets, there's an anti-American demonstration supposed to happen today among al-Sadr's followers in Najaf.
Yeah, he wants it to be enormous. We'll see how big it is. And he wants everybody to bring Iraqi flags and, basically concentrate on the idea of Iraq, which, under other circumstances would be positive, uniting Iraq. Unfortunately, it's not so positive in this case because it's uniting Iraq against the United States forces, against the occupation, and it's uniting them in a way of, why don't you all just come get ruled by me, Muqtada al-Sadr.
Should call it the A Million Mullah March.
Oh, that's awesome. We should. Okay.